So, what should be there in your group portfolio? A range of skills you need to cover whenever you are writing your group portfolio. Are you able to see my screen? My screen is visible for you, dear students?
Yes, we are able.
Yes.
Okay. So, first of all, you need to write the startup idea. How you got this idea? From where you got this idea? I mean that you got this idea from the literature review, from research, from the articles, from the book. So you need to discuss that idea from where you got the idea of your chosen topic. And then you need to write about the marketplace. What is your marketplace? Who are your customers? Who are your target customers? Are potential customers? Yani expected customers, and what kind of value you are going to give them, and what is your selling proposition, why you should sell them, and why buyers should buy it. No, you need to give the answer of all these questions over here in a very detail. And after identifying your market, it is very much important to know either you are producing the product by yourself, or you have a subcontract with someone other. They will make a product for you, you will buy from them, and further you need to sell it out. So either you are manufacturer or other are the manufacturer, but you are selling it out. Like suppose for example, you have opened a shop and just you bought the Samsung and other phones and you are selling it to the customers. If you are the manufacturer, what will be the way of manufacturing, what kind of technology you are going to use, what are the strategies, who will be the expert people with you, right? So you need to write the whole summary of the whole details of manufacturing and subcontracting. Okay, before going to launch your product to your final consumers, this is very much important to check your product with your customers. Either they like it, either they don't like it. So, how is it possible to check your product with them? It is possible through different seminars, workshop, exhibitions, Eid holidays, or maybe some other festivals where you can set up your own table and you can put your product and you present your idea to other customers or to the customers. Either they liked it or not, and they will give you the feedback on that. So from feedback you will come to know the product which I'm going to tell them to sell them liked by them or not. Okay. After prototype building strategy, it is very much important to tell us that how you are going to tell your customers about from the website perspective, and how you are going to promote your product through websites or promotion, how you do the promotion, and what is where is your websites, what kind of websites do you have, and what you are going to present on your websites. So you need to tell us about the virtual company, because nowadays almost every organization have their websites where you can see their promotions, their attractions, activities, right? Just to attract the customer, just to inform the customers about their product. After that, you need to discuss about the branding strategy, business plan, market research or marketing. Branding, whenever you're going to start your business, it is very much important to have a strong kind of brand name, brand logo. So how you're going to make your brand name and brand logo. Brand logo and brand name requires a certain steps, certain procedure to follow. So how you're going to make it? I will discuss all these chapters in a very detail in each week lecture inshallah. Okay. So branding is one of them where I'm going to tell you how you can make the brand name, and how you can create your logo, and how you can secure your brand name and logo from the legal perspective, because it is also very important. Suppose, for example, if you keep the name of your business, suppose for example Latifi or Lutfi or something like this, and someone other come and take your brand name and logo, what you need to do, if your brand name is legal and it is protected by the Ministry of Commerce of Oman, you are protected. Don't worry, nobody can come and nobody can steal your brand name, and nobody can use your business plan, nobody can use your logo. So how you are going to do it? And then you need to write, because it's a proposal, it's not the actual business. No, this is the proposal. Legal matters and taxations, registration of employees, registration of land, registration of money, registration of equipment, registration of technology. Have you registered all these things? If you are going to register, how you are going to register this one, with whom you are going to register, yani what is the legal authority where you are going to plan to register all the matters of your business, like taxation, how you are going to pay the tax, and by which way you are going to pay the tax, and by what rate you are going to pay the tax. And then you need to know about the financial management and raising fund or fundraising, because it is very very important to know about the financial management, fundraising, or to know about the expected amount of newly started business. So there are certain formulas, inshallah, in one of my class. I will discuss this one in a very detail. So this is also very important to know about the financial management, from where you will get the money. Either do you have a sufficient money to start your own business, either do you have some other supporters like your partners, either you are raising the funds through finance department, I mean that banks and some other finance corporations. So what is the strategy, what is the expected amount, and how you are going to raise this fund for a newly started business. And at the end, you should tell us how you are going to make your relationship with public. What is the way? Any public relations? Do you have HR department? Do you have some strategies to attract the public, our customers, our stakeholders? So you need to cover all these 10 points in your project. If you are missing one of them, you will miss the marks, because your marking criteria is based on these 10 points. So it is very important to write about all these 10 points. So I have explained all these 10 points over here. Executive summary. So what should be there? Executive summary. In executive summary, you should write your mission, your vision, your main product, who are your customer, summarize the competition, outline financial projection, and state your startup financing requirements over here. So this can be the executive summary. And dear student, please keep in your mind, this is a plan. This is not the actual business that you are operating. So all the sentences will be in future tense, like will be, will be, will be, will be, because now you are going to propose something. This is not the implementation stage. Implementation will be later, but this is only a proposal. You got my point, dear students?
Yes,
Okay.
that's you mean the product that we will talk about it will be implemented in the future.
Yeah, in the future, exactly. Now, this is only a plan, or you can say a proposal, and all the sentences, all the structure will be in the future tense, like will be, we will do like this, we will do like this, the finance will be like this, employees will be like this, customers will be from Salala, Sohar, Kuram, something like this. Okay. Okay. Now, The second part you need to cover at startup idea. Yani you need to discuss from where you got this idea, because around the same topic you will find many articles, many research papers. So you need to discuss all those and what they say about this topic. So at the end of this business startup idea, you can say that after a detailed analysis, research analysis on this topic from the secondary literature or literature, we came to the conclusion that we should start this business because there is a gap in the market. Okay. So after start a business, and once you get a more information about the demographic information, economic, cultural, governmental influence where you're going to start your business, existing competition, you need to explain. After that, you need to go to the market analysis. Market analysis is very, very important part of your business plan, because how you can come to know about your customers, about your competitors, about the choice, about the likes and dislikes. Once you do the market analysis and competitions, so what you need to do here, you need to discuss about your target market, the product and service that you are going to produce, to provide them, the area, location, and explain the need for your product. Why do you need to produce this product to Salala? Why? People like it, people dislike it, and what do you offer to them? Something new, right? So you need to discuss the market analysis, that based on market analysis, I went to this, I went to this, I read this article, and this is the conclusion of that article. And no, based on the market analysis, this is something what can be or final customer, this kind of product can be offered to them with this kind of price, and this can be the channel of distribution like Talabat, and this can be the channel of marketing like sales promotion on online sales promotion or Facebook or Instagram. So you need to discuss all these things over here. Sales and marketing, how you are going to know about your sales and marketing plan, how you are going to sell your product and how you are going to market your product. So what is marketing? Marketing is actually the process of producing your goods and services to ultimate consumers where they need it, just in right time, right price, and right place. So, what is your strategy about the right time, right price, and right place? You need to cover these points in a sales and marketing plan. That's why they are discussing about the pricing strategy. They are discussing about advertising and promotion strategy. They are discussing about, okay, after that you need to discuss about the ownership and management plan. Here I'm going to discuss about the hierarchy of any organization. Simply I mean that organizational structure. So who will be responsible for what? Who will be responsible for what? Like HR department, finance department, operation management, operation department. uh, so you need to discuss all these things, which where you can see the hierarchy of people who are working on a different level, like top level, middle level, and lower level. Subcontracting is actually telling us about the development of a product. Are you going to develop the product by yourself, or you're going to buy something from other and you are going to sell it out? So what is the strategy over here about the development, about the product, about the facilities that you have to produce, the staffing, the people do you have, the supplies that you have? So you need to explain all these things over here in subcontracting, or you can say all these factors which are helpful in operations, like technology, like people, like production, like facilities, like supplies, like equipment, like staffing, people, expert people. So you need to discuss yani how these factors will be for your on coming for your coming project. I mean that for your coming business, newly started business. Okay, prototype building, as I told you, before going to launch your product to the final consumer, it is very, very important to present your product to your target customers. Either they like it or they don't like it. So there are many ways to get a feedback on your product from your customers. Like as I told you, it can be exhibition, it can be a festivals, it can be workshops, it can be a cultural days, it can be some other events where you think that this is a suitable way for me, it is a suitable event for me, where I can go and present my product, and I can check and I can get the feedback of my customers, either they like it or not. Okay. After explaining the prototype building, branding strategy is very, very important. As I told you that you must identify your target clients, client group, and you need to develop your brand position and how you're going to develop a messaging strategy and your logo, tagline, right? And your websites. So there are certain strategies of developing a branding strategy, brand name, and how to secure it. As I told you, how to secure these branding strategies. As I told you, as I shared, maybe someone can come and they can catch, they can take, they can steal your idea, your logo, your branding name from you. So, what you need to do? So, you need to secure all these things with authorized bodies in Oman, for example, if you are going to start your business in Oman. Similarly, if you're going to start your business in UAE, UAE has a certain limitations, certain legal restrictions, and certain authorities just to protect you from the cheaters or all those who are involved in the fraud. So you can protect your business strategy. Okay, so how you're going to do it? Legal matters can be how you're going to pay your tax, how you're going to how you are going to secure your trademark, and how you are going to register your employees visas, and some other criteria can be the land, can be your employees, and can be the money, can be the um, can be your equipments, because you need to register all these things. What you are doing in your business, you need to register that one. It is not possible, suppose for example, if you have opened coffee shop and you offered rice over there. Also in Oman, it is strictly prohibited. If you have registered a coffee shop ingredients should be with you. It should be very much clean. And how many people are required to perform over there? You should have that much people with you also. So there are certain requirements of each category, and you need to follow that one by the legal matters of Oman, and you need to register all these things with whom? With the ministry, Commerce Ministry of Oman. Globalization after.
Mr. Muhammad, can I
Yes,
ask, are we bound to make our entrepreneur skills report based on Oman, or we can do it based on another country?
I think you are restricted to do it based on Oman.
Okay,
You can discuss if you want to extend your business. So you need to explain that section over here in globalization.
okay,
So how you're going to extend your business to some other countries like UAE countries, like UAE, Qatar, Ajman, and Saudi Arabia, and Bahrain, and maybe UK. It depends on the strategy of your company. And then financial plan is actually telling us about how much finance do we need, and how we are going to identifying the expected amount of money, right? So there are certain formulas by which we can identify the certain amount of formulas, a certain amount of newly started business. Suppose, for example, we can do the benchmark. So by benchmark, we can come to know that how much money do I need. Suppose, for example, in 2010, there was a similar restaurant was open, and no, I'm opening the same restaurant. So I can ask them what was how they started this business and with how much money they started. So from there you can come to know. Are some people who are very much expert in financial management, they are sitting in the market and they are providing financial consultancy, so you can contact with them and you can get a valuable service from there. Okay, after there will be references at the end. And dear student, please keep in your mind while writing all these 10 or 11 sections, all sections should be equipped with citations and at the end references. So this is the rubric for marking criteria for your 75 marks. Please keep in your mind range of the skills required of an entrepreneur. You have covered many range of skills over here on our 20% marks. Business model you have covered. Do you follow the business model or not? If you follow all these points, meaning that you have developed your own business model. Market analysis, you have done it or not. Product campaign and target customers, who are that you have identified. Prototype before launching the final product to final customer. Consumers, you have done with prototype and what was the result. And other deliverables like risk analysis you have done, cost analysis you have done, and time analysis of your project or newly started business you have done with. So it has 10 marks. And this is the peer review form. So you need to give the marks to each other over here. In next class, I'm going to tell you about the peer review form. Still, we have sufficient time. Inshallah, don't worry about this. So I will tell you, and you based on this form, you need to fill this Excel sheet, and you need to fill these both, and you need to submit these both uh, along with your final report or portfolio. These are some criteria, or you can say these are some policies of, suppose for example, late submission, or if you want to know about your marks, if you're not satisfied with the marks, you have complained. So these are some policies you must know about this one, because sometimes some students come after 6 months and they complain about their marks. It is not acceptable. From the day of release of your marks, you are eligible to complain, to know about your marks, why my marks are like this, within 7 days, not more than 7 days. After 7 days, you are not able to complain or to claim anything over here. So this is actually telling us about the exam or assignment submission delays, or marks claimed or marks complaint. So I hope it should be clear now. If you have any question over here, please ask me the question. Otherwise, I will go to the sample. Sorry, the second component. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mahmoud, for your feedback. What about other Khalifa, Mujtaba?
It is clear, Mr. Muhammad.
Yes, clear, clear.
Okay, thank you for your positive feedback. Now I am going towards the second component, component A. Component A is your presentation in the same points of your project report should be reflected over here. And you need to develop the PowerPoint slides. So the same points, but in your report, you have written many things over here. You have given the details, but here in PowerPoint, suppose for example, this is your first slide, second slides after your introduction, team introduction. This is your first slide, second slides. So the points can be here, like simple points can be here. Your slides should not be very congested. Okay, and after that, marketplace, manufacturing, prototype, virtual, yani the same points of your project should be here. It's very simple. It has 25 marks. Out of 25, 10 marks for 15 marks for your slides and 10 marks for your individual presentation skills. Is this clear? Component A? Any confusion out here?
No.
Okay. Now I am going to tell you about the portfolio sample. So this will clarify your mind further. And after this, I'm going to show you some topics also, which has been done previously by the students. So this is a coffee shop, Nespresso Lab. This is the idea. And you need to write your group name, your group ID, both ID, GSET ID and
UWE.
UWE, UV ID. And the table of contents should be here. And executive summary, where you are telling us about the whole summary of your business plan. And then introduction of your coffee shop, how it is, when it is, and how you're going to launch this, and what you're going to offer, and how you're going to offer. And the idea generation process, see, they have discussed the same idea in a very detail by secondary research from here and there, from the literature review. And then they are writing about the competitive market, target customers they are writing about, product design and manufacturing they are writing about. So what is the way of manufacturing and product design? Either they are designing it by themselves or they are subcontracting with someone other. And then they are talking about the background of the product background, manufacturing of coffee they are discussing over here, interior design they are talking about, exterior design they are talking about, operation plan they are talking about, how they are going to operate this one. But for more deep understanding, you need to read this report, and then you will come to know that how they are going to do it. Market potential, who will be the final consumers of this coffee. I will show you some other ideas also, so you will come to know better. Scope of this idea, yani the region. Scope meaning that scope in terms of financial scope, area scope, people working scope, who will do what. So you need to write the potential, the scope of your product. Legal process, and they have done it, they have authorized it with Ministry of Commerce, Tax Authority of Oman, Chamber of Commerce, Municipality of Muscat, Public Authority for Social Institution Insurance of Oman, relevant bank. So they have done it with, they have registered all the process with these authorities. Process of registration and documentation, how they did it, tax with the Tax Authority of Oman, how they are going to do, and what kind of documents required, memorandum and articles of association, passport and visa of stakeholders, trademark registration, clearance from municipality, capital amount opening certificate, employees data for registration. Very good. Financial management, fundraising, how they are going to fundraise to generate the money. So they have done with many ideas over here. Cost management, expected revenue, expected cost they have discussed. Stakeholder management, so who will be the stakeholder? I mean that all those people who can affect their business positively or negatively, or their business can be affected by them positively or negatively. So they are discussing their stakeholders and what is the impact of those stakeholders on the business, either positive or negative. So yeah, and how they are going to make a relationship with the people, strategies. They are using a social media, they are using a partnership, they are using a sponsorship, they are using newsletters, and these are the references. So this sample is available in the Moodle, and anytime you can go over there and you can see the sample. Okay, week 1 introduction video is also available. Week 2 class recording of group number 1 is also available of lecture. So if I do not, okay, I will upload this one also to the Moodle, so you can see the both recordings. Okay, yeah, so yeah, okay, this is week 2. Week 1 introduction is here. Week 2, just now after this class, I'm going to open the debate around today lecture. So okay, let me go towards some other ideas so you will get the better idea of the different topics. Okay, wait. Okay, so these are some of the ideas. Okay, let's see this idea. So what is the idea? They have chosen this topic. So what is the topic over here? Tausila, name of the business, delivery company, and they have chosen this one, Tausila. So organization varies from a different organization inside use families with Omani item, not all like other convenience organization that man arrangement with focus on a business stories. So it's a delivery organization. So this is one. Let's go to another one. Yarub. What is the idea? Let's see. Fire detection and prevention system distributor. This is another idea. Ghalib, another group. So what is the idea? I think it is the same one. Yeah, this is the same one which I have taken. So let's see another one, group portfolio. So Lepi store, we deal quality products. So I think they are Lepi store when it comes to portable computers. I think it's about computers, and they are selling the computers and accessories. So they have done it over here. So I think let me share another one. This one is about the name of a business, Smart Water System Trading. So it's about water, and they are providing the water to Oman. So they have discussed this one over here, and I'm not sure how much marks they secure. It's looking a good one. Okay, I will upload some 2 or 3 others sample to the Moodle also, so you will have a better idea of different samples. Okay, you got my point?
Okay, okay, doctor. Thanks.
Yeah. Now this is all about the assessments.